Oh, good morning, guys. Greetings from my favorite English town, Southport, right outside Mavericks. I feel the need for speed. That did not really sound the way it's supposed to. It's like, I feel the need. No, it's not working this morning. Anyway, we're outside Mavericks. It's a bar. I noticed it last summer when I came to visit. And that's actually not why we're in Southport. We're in Southport just because it's a fun town. It's a nice, quaint city that I enjoy exploring. So I figured today, take you for a walk, and you can see some of the sights with me. All right, let's do this. This is the Raw Bar. I ended up going there yesterday for a lunch. In fact, let me show you what I ate. Well, we are at Raw's Bar getting something to eat. It's mushroom Swiss burgers on its way, and I just wanted to show you where I'm enjoying lunch. Salute. Alright, it's arrived. Here we go. One thing I love about Southport is I love the architecture. I don't know why, and all the parks. The way that they designed it with the trees. Here's Harry's Bar. I wonder if they named it after your Harry. Looks very cute inside. I've never been inside there. Where I have been inside is the whiskey. Oh, this is pretty. Lovely, actually. Lovely, lovely. I have been inside the whiskey place right here, the Punch Tavern. They have pretty good wings. Or at least they used to. Oh my god, what is this? It's the backside of a bear. You know what I think happened? I think Southport got jealous of Liverpool and all of their lamb bananas, so look what they have. These are better. What a cutie. Hi, sunshine. Alright, so this is also our side quest today. We're going to find as many of these as we can. One cool thing, too, about Southport is while you have this main street with all these shops and restaurants, mainly with a covering as well, so you don't get wet, if you want more of the touristy, gimmicky stuff, as I like to say, you know, you just take a right towards the water, and then you have your arcades, your ice cream, your Mr. Whippies, all that good stuff. I love the red brick. Remember growing up as a kid, we always thought that any community that had red brick was like rich. I understand there's some irony in that because Southport is no longer living its glory days, especially from my conversations with many of the residents. Now, see what I mean? If you go straight that way, camera doesn't want to agree. If you go straight that way, you'll hit the water, or well, more like the pond, as I call it. I mean, I'm being honest with you. If you keep going across and towards the beach area, the world's longest beach, you probably will not see the water. Just the way that the currents are now and water patterns. So you have to actually go farther down or up. I've never been inside this church, but I think it's very pretty. And I'm curious about the story of it. The Winner's Chapel is what it's called now. But more importantly, look at this building right here. I mean, it's for sale or for rent, but look at the designs on it. It's beautiful. That's been one of the fun things is each time I come back, I see different businesses that are here and then ones that have left. And even here on like the downtown area where there seems to be more places that are leaving for whatever reason. The places that are coming in are quite nice. Look at this fountain right here. She's strangling the fish. Or is that a he? I don't know. We'll go this way, towards the war fountain, and I think I see the backside of another bear. Yes. The writer in me originally found Southport. I don't know, maybe was it 2017, 2016? Maybe 2017. The dates all start to kind of blur together after a while, but I was looking for a place in the UK I could visit that had some historical parts to it, but also kind of was a coastal community. And at the time, the pier was open, and I was like, and it was the longest pier in operation. So I was like, oh, this is great. So I ended up coming here, and it did. It gave me some inspiration for my writing, which is what I wanted. Look at this right here. Another bear. We're finding them, so that's 2. This one, I don't know if I like the color motif, but let's say hi. Oh, you got a cute face, though. He has a really cute face. The old monument. Hey, look, guys, the Washington Monument's right here. Whoa! I'm kidding. I know it's not. So if you go straight that way, that's where, like, the arcades are. And, yeah, and you can follow and across towards the beach area. Here's the Okalo Lounge. Beautiful building inside. I actually went in there yesterday for dinner. All right, so meal number 2, gonna get a panini. Look at this place that I'm in. They actually had one of these in Shanlando. I always mispronounce it up there in the column, but they had a similar place, and this one's been here for 2 years, and I seem to have missed it. They have it upstairs that I really wanted to see. I could see it from the street. But what's cool about it is this location. You're literally right in the middle of everything. You can walk right down to the arcades. You're across from the arcades. And the train station's just a few blocks that way. Super convenient. It's awesome. And it's really quite cute, especially with all the paintings there. All right, so got this beautiful pesto sandwich right here. Look at this guy. Let's take a bite. I miss having this type of sandwich. Very good. And then here's the other buildings. And you know what? Why don't we go this way? As much as I love this park, let's get off the beaten path. We'll loop back. And let's head towards the train station. I find that's the thing too, like everyone, everything's about proximity. How close are you to different places? And is it convenient? And since I love talking up Southport because I think they need more visitors, more people, revitalize this great city. It's like a 5-minute walk to the train. It's a 40-minute train ride into Liverpool, which is an adventure unto itself, let me tell you. Oof, that was fun yesterday. I usually come in through Manchester because I fly into Manchester and then cut across. So that was a first. I feel a little uncomfortable right now. I feel like some people are looking at me. Odd. So one thing that we don't have in the States, but I think it's really cool here, are these school uniform stores. Because we don't do it. The kids wear whatever they want. But I am definitely pro school uniform. As a teacher for so long, you don't have the same problems, the same issues. Now this area is really, really quiet right now. I'm purposely filming. This is my morning walk. I feel like I thought it'd be more productive. But when you leave the train station right here, the beautiful Southport train station, you have basically your shopping area right here. TK Maxx, Primark, where if you saw my Liverpool video, I commented about such things. Wow, this is interesting. I did not realize that this time of day, see, this is things, we get completely different vantage points. They actually, like, everything's shut up on this side. It's literally 7:15 on a Sunday morning. Mother's Day. But what I want to show you is that if you come in that way from the train, Poundland is right here. Poundland is a glorious place. This Poundland actually has clothes. And I only know that because, previous trips, sometimes you don't pack for everything. It's a bit chilly out. It's not temperature-wise, but when the breeze cuts into you, you're just like, whoo, whoa, look at this guy. Just so you guys know, this person needs a home. No more homeless stuffed animals. Please come here. Again, the beautiful buildings. And more importantly, I think we found our third bear. I mean, that's the real secret. I wanted to come when no one was around so I could hit all these bears on our own. Look at this guy. He is cute. You are adorable. And look at that. They even support it. They say, love that. That's right. We do love that. See you later, buddy. So Primark's that way. We're going to go down this area because, again, it kind of gives you a glimpse of the past, but also, like, the issues with the present. This is a cool, like, underpass, but look at, like, the damage that still needs to be focused on. And then, see, look, they need to rent these units out. But then, if you actually do venture down here, you find yourself, there are some cute spots. There's a tavern right here that when the lights are on actually looks quite cute. The Hungry Monk is what it's called. See, little stores opening up right there. And I never knew about this one. There's another one directly across the street which had this great advertisement for that something about make it more difficult for a kidnapper, eat more cake, skinny people don't get kidnapped. I don't know, something like that. I killed that. But again, oh my God, I found another bear by accident. I was marveling at this building right here, which is right next to that mall, the Cambridge Arcade. Look at this. Oh my God, she's a beauty. I did not find this one yesterday. Hey, what are you doing? Look at you. Hello there, Mr. Bear. You have a scarf on even. You are awesome. Okay, how many more bears can we find? Is that 4 now? 5? Here's the building. Bye, Mr. Bear. It's a lovely morning. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Maybe someone can help me out. What is a bollard? Bollard? Is it these things? And why would I have to look out for them? Shouldn't you be able to tell that they're here? So, it is Mother's Day. You'll see the florist. June the florist is, she's open. It's a hotel. Look at it. It's very pretty. And right across the street right here, right next to it, is the old bank, which is now like a cafe or bar. And I walked by it last night. I should have gone in. It is It's beautiful. Look it up online. You'll see what I'm talking about. So, also right across the street, just trying to show you a view right here. So, there is we'll call it a tea house. Second floor up there. It's adorable. Vintage. It's where I had my first proper tea here. And I think it was cucumber sandwiches. I was looking for carrot cake, but it just didn't really work out. But lovely spot. Just check it out if you need that experience. When I was scouting out this spot, because again, what had happened was I was going to run the Boston Marathon in Boston, England, but I severely strained both of my hamstrings. So that's why it then turned into a riding retreat and coming here. But the Vincent, which is right next to the flower shop, that grabbed my attention because my book, Running with Vince, and this isn't a plug, I'm trying to tell you how I thought it was a cosmic connection to come here to Southport, is it's a book about two twin brothers and their final road trip together. Well, Vince, in the book, has my brother's personality, and it also was my brother's drinking name. So when I saw that they had a hotel called the Vincent, I was like, there's a sign. And yeah, and then I read more about Southport and the history of it and about the tree-lined streets, which at night they have them lit up, which is really cool. But these tree-lined streets, this way, right there, and here, these tree-lined streets influenced Napoleon III to do the same in Paris when he returned from exile. Thought that was the coolest thing, coolest fact. And I was like, I gotta go there too. Another tea room, Westminster tea room. I'm hoping there's one more bear. I did not get a count of the bears. Oh, this is fitting. Outside the Prince of Wales Hotel, I see another bear. Let's go check him out. It's funny, you can't walk everywhere. It's impossible in this town. And by the way, I'm getting really cold. But here's the bear. Gotta check out this one. He's adorable. See, look at him. He's a purple guy. And look, he's got a scarf too. And he's posing in front of the Prince of Wales Hotel. Too cool. Here, little side view. He's got stars and mushrooms on him. Adorable. As I said, it's fascinating because you do see some like thriving stores on this street, and then you have others that are for sale. They're empty. And I don't know if that's a symptom to the economy or the population. But see, like, there's contractors here. And scattered in between all this, you have, in some areas, there's more homeless people than I remember as well. But I mean, my understanding, that's common to many of these communities now. I mean, even next to the lounge that I talked about, I mean, they're renting right next door. And then there's a French restaurant that had been here for years, and now it's, recently closed. And even down on this strip, there was a bar on the right, and now that whole building's being redone. So I'm like, is that new development? But I still love Southport. Still love it. Admittedly so, this is not this street where all the amusement places are, and the ice cream and the gift shops. This is not the right time to see this street at this time of morning. But I cut this way because on a whim, I thought there'd be another bear, and today we are on a bear quest, and I have spotted another bear. You'll see. So here's the old bar, or other shops, and they're redoing it. I wonder if the goal is to have it ready for summer when this place comes more alive. Look at this, though. I do want to show you a little glimpse of the past right here. It's pretty. Oh god, it really is cold, but I need to still show you this. Isn't that beautiful? Look at this. But more importantly, in front of Silcoaks, is it Silcoaks or Silcox? I don't know. In front of the Funland at Southport Pier, here is the superhero bear. I'm not sure about your scarf, honey, but I like you. I'm a little annoyed that someone obviously took a key and tried to scrape you. Bastards. See you later. Oh. You know what I realized? He's dressed up like he's like a performer. That's what he is. He's an entertainer, not a superhero. Here's the old bathhouse right across the street. And I'm going that way in a second. I gotta go. Jeez, it is cold. The whole shorts thing I'm wearing is not working today. The convention center, they are spending millions of pounds to revitalize, I think. And just to give you some bearings, here's the lake. That actually, this is where the water used to come up to 150 years ago. They didn't need the pier. But in the background, that is where Pleasureland is. Also a beautiful park. See my other video for that. And there's a mall. But if you need some water and a little bit of love in your life, it's a good spot to go right here. It's also a wonderful running area. Okay, I'm cold. We're gonna pick this up in a bit. Whew. Whew. I would like to say it's warmer now, several hours later, but I just got out of church and I had to go back and get this hat and gloves on. But now I feel warmer, so I'm heading down the streets away from where I went to church and to a beautiful park I'm going to share with you guys. But in the meantime, let me show you this church, because it's quite glorious, actually. And feels like home. Now, in this area, I think they assume that you're deaf, so that you're clear, so that they tell you when, well, sorry, not deaf, that you're hard of hearing. Because I've never heard such things be so loud. Now see how it says it? The church is open. It's lovely. Take a look at this view. Now, there are other churches here in town. There is a Catholic church that I've gone to before, but this one I've actually gone into for services. And let me show you. It's very cold. It's very cool in here, though. Now, what's unique about this church, at least what I found, you see all these little, we'll call them the kneeling pads, but they're all like knit. So then when you are in your kneeling pose, you have something to use. And then another thing that you'll notice is they have these quilts littered throughout, which I can assure you from the one day that I was here and it was pouring rain, that was a lifesaver. Here's the altar area. And here's the pulpit. It's Mary with Jesus. Now what's cool for me is, being raised as a Catholic, even though this is a Church of England place, when I come in here, I know all the prayers. So it's exciting. Little sub-chapel right here. There's the organ. So this is just an old Anglican church. Very sweet, very warm, even though it's despite the blankets. Now, on the outside of the church, there's a few graves, a few marked spots if you look very, very carefully. And this always grabbed my attention here because these are tombstones. I should have just asked the guys, I forgot to ask them, if there actually are people buried here or not. This is actually the third church that is in this spot. This one specifically was, we'll say, financed through a Liverpool family that moved to Southport. And there is stained glass and painted glass, and depending on which ones that you look at, there's stories with each of these that maybe on a future video I could do. But it's raining. Time to get out of the rain. So while the weather yesterday was a bit gloomy, as you can see in the footage, now it's turned into here a very nice, pleasant day, although there is a bit of a chill. And while the trees have not come up and bloom yet when I film this, probably by the time that it's released in a month, this will be a canopy of green. Again, there's the distinctive brick that I see in this area. And just a lovely area, to be honest. We're passing the Imperial. I do not know what it is, but it looks somewhat inviting and chic. But I caught out of the corner of my eye one of the entrances to my favorite park here in town. So we're going to go directly there. And while we do that, I do want to show the contrast. That's a good looking house right here. And then you have this building that is in the middle of, I think they must have had a fire or something up top. That sucks. But we won't let that get us down as we now enter what I consider one of the prettiest parks that I've ever been into. Now, what's interesting though is usually I don't come in this way, but it's perfect. This is a beautiful way to enter. I think it's Hesketh Park. And for me, like, this is the best part of Southport. Now, granted, I mean, look at the flowers. Look at just the natural blooms that are up. It's wonderful. Now, I understand there are the botanical gardens here. They're somewhere that way. One of these years I'll get to it, but Hesketh Park just has my heart. Every time. Between just, I think it's basically just that historic feel that I love. There's these really well done, manicured walkways that go around this pond right here. With these, I think, I'll just say with these beautiful trees, but this whole, like, area for me. I think there's a romantic part about it too. As I said in the beginning of this vlog, like, one of the things that drew me to Southport from a writing aspect was just where could you get those quiet spots, those reflective periods, and this park is wonderful for that. And in a way, it's like it reminds me of Hyde Park in London. Now over there is like a giant greenhouse. It's very cool. Never been inside of it, but I walk by it every time. Here's the local wildlife. They're sleeping. Or maybe they're sunbathing. Hey. Now we're going to go up this way because there's one part of this park that is not visited as much as it should be. And I'm hoping that it won't be crowded today. Not that it's ever crowded, but the point is that we can enjoy it. The Rose Garden. Oh, I love these flowers just growing up in the woods. Well, in the woods is the way I look at it. It's so pretty. Okay, so we're going to enter this way. Now, it might be too soon in the season for this in the Rose Garden. It is. It's a shame. It would have been cool. But, yeah, this little private spot right here, as I just said, is the Rose Garden. And those are rose bushes that line it on both sides. A beautiful tree with character in front of me. And these dogs are just chilling, rolling around like the adorable animals that they are. And, yeah. So, as I said, I mean, there's plenty to see in this town, but this park is wonderful. Now, there's like an outer perimeter walk, and then there's an inner perimeter walk. Again, note the other gates. And I guess naturally this time, because I've been here more often in the last year, is that I actually came in right where I wanted to. Now this garden is more of the unkept one, as I call it. That's some bamboo right there in front of us. I think this is the King's Garden, if I remember right. Or the King's Garden's over there. We'll look at it momentarily. This one looks like it's been hacked to death. It's usually not. But as you get that vibe, it's just very, very peaceful here, and it's nice. I think when you live in cities, to get a retreat, to get a reprieve, if you will, is so important. And whether it's Southport or in different parts of England, they do a good job with their parks. Some countries don't do the same. Oh, look, see, they planted. They actually just worked on all this. That's awesome. See? Now to the right up there, there's a planetarium. I can smell the flowers and the blooms on the trees. It's interesting because even living in Tangier, you think I'd get that smell, but it's different. When you transition from one season to the next, but you get more of that here, for sure. So yeah, so this is Hesketh Park, and little side trails to enjoy, to explore. It's a great spot, and I think just kind of is worthwhile to anyone who enjoys just getting a few moments to collect themselves. So as you circle around, there is a cafe on site. So I got Death by Chocolate. Cheers, right? And it's pretty good. And you can get other stuff. You can get food made and tea and drinks. But I just wanted some sugar. But yeah, I was hoping by cutting over here I'd find another bear. So the bear hunt continues. We need to find one more bear for my life to be complete. So I've returned to the scene of this morning where we started our journey. I'm looking for any bears. Haven't seen any except for the bear that's on the M&M wall right there. I did actually just walk into Poundland as well. They are closed, but very limited. So maybe I just lucked out. The one time that I went to the one in Morecambe, and they were just there for me. But still looking for bears. Still looking for bears. There has to be at least one more, right? You'd think. Well, I just went into the TK Maxx, thinking maybe the bear would be in there shopping. Didn't find one. So, even though I do love Southport, I'm not sure if I'm going to find this bear. but we'll keep looking. We'll keep looking. There's always one more shot. We're going to go this way. I'll try this way. It's across the street from the Prince of Wales, where we saw our last bear. So I'm hoping we're going to go straight. And I'm thinking if I was going to put one more bear, it'd be over here. So we'll see. Very social dogs. I think they're assistance dogs based off of the sign. What's interesting to me, this is just a side conversation, a little side note. I didn't realize so many stores are open on a Sunday here. I just didn't expect it. Also on Mother's Day of all days. I guess I expected just restaurants to be open and that was it. So if I was going to put a bear, kind of cap off everything, maybe they put a bear in front of Pleasureland. It's kind of funny walking this far down. Usually I'm not on this side of the street. But my first ever time here, I went to the Cleveland's Cafe. It was my first official meal in the UK. You'll note how we're screening right now. I'm just thumbing my camera looking for the elusive bear. But yeah, so here was Cleveland's Cafe. I remember I walked down because I couldn't get into my place yet. And I also was surprised because it was only cash, just like it is now. I don't think the bear lives over here. I don't know, guys. We might have to call it. And with that, I think I am going to bid you adieu. So, if you're ever in Southport, you should check it out. It's a nice town. Definitely worth the trip. I'm going to do a little bit more walking and then call it a day. But always a pleasure to be with you guys. And I'll see you again, hopefully sooner than later. Peace. Oh, and if you happen to see any bears, can you let me know? I really do want to know where they are. So this is pretty interesting. So now this is hours later. I decided to get some good American food and I crossed over the bridge and I found over here another bear. You gotta be kidding me. Like, really? You were hiding this bear on me? So this is what, number 7? Let's take a look at our new friend. Aw. Do you have a scarf, my friend? Look at you, you're a cutie. Oh, I'm delighted. So that means now, yeah, as I said, that was number 7. Okay, smile for the camera. We're a tag team. Woohoo! Now that's the way you want to end a vlog. Thank you, Southport. Thank you. And since we're over here, we might as well take a look at, the water. I'm still bummed that this is not in operation right now. I guess to repair it correctly, it's going to cost 13 million pounds. All right, so, if this is going to be the way I think it's going to be, this might be the first time ever for me. Oh my God. Oh my God. The water came temporarily. Only temporarily. What a tease. Missed out again. Just once, it would be nice if when I come out here, the water's actually here. I can see the water way out there, but it's not here right now. All right, I guess that means I'm coming back for another trip, Southport. I'll see you again. All right, guys, until next time. Peace.